Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Break the Cycle. Me, your host, Joshua Smith. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Oh, shit, it's fucking Monday again, isn't it? I'm sorry, guys. I know Monday sucks, but you will get a weekend. I promise it's coming up soon. Guys, we've got a great show for you tonight. I'm very excited, as per the usual, except for tonight. It's my brother, so I'm very, very happy to be doing this show on a Monday, but of course, let's start off with some sponsors. Our guest tonight is also one of our sponsors, Toplobsta.com, the man, the myth, the legend, my good friend and partner on Break the Cycle, where you get this great Lewis Lings Haymarket shirt that you see I'm wearing tonight by using BTC at checkout for a 10% discount. Or you can join the Patreon, subscribe star, become a member of this here YouTube channel under all of my videos by hitting the join link. And you can get into the private Discord server where you can get up to 30% discount on all of his new gear 2 weeks before it goes to the general public. It really is good stuff, guys. I promise. Do it. Support the show, support Toplobsta. Everybody wins. Everybody. You get cool gear, you get awesome content. Well, you know, how can you go wrong? And of course, executive producers of the show, anthemplanning.com, for all your emergency and crisis planning needs. Check them out today. See what they can do for your business, home, or personal life. They're doing a wonderful job that the government has historically sucked at, much cheaper and much more efficiently. And guys, let me also talk to you about Amy Lapore, who I've had on the show several times. She is the rightful vice chair of the Libertarian Party of Delaware. They were removed kind of unilaterally from the board there, but not really, but kind of, but not really. And they're fighting legal battle to oust the dorks that tried to throw them out unethically. So if you can, go over to find them on Twitter. They are, I think you can look up the Libertarian Party in Newcastle County or the Libertarian Party Mises Caucus of Delaware, and you can help them out by donating a couple bucks for their legal battles. So really cool stuff that they're doing over there, showing the nerds who's boss. But Amy, who is the owner of Anthem Planning, is one of the people heading that up. So go support them in any way you can. They definitely need it. Guys, my show tonight, my guest tonight is awesome. You guys already know him. He's been on the show several times. I talk about him at the beginning of every stream. He is the owner and content creator of Toplobsta.com. He is my good friend, Toplobsta. Sir, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Josh. I'm ready to roar. So let's do this
This
thing,
is the
man.
wrong fucking show, dude. Again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm ready to break the cycle, guys.
Yeah, there we go. We're trying to break the cycle over here. We're not putting on fake lion helmets and shit. You know what I
mean? Shots at Mark Claire. What are you drinking, man?
Fireball, actually.
Oh, like the Pitbull song.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was actual drink until I heard that song. I was like, what the fuck? People drink this shit?
Yeah, cinnamon whiskey. My stepdad, my mom's husband, calls it candy whiskey. It's really good when it's like cold in the freezer and it's like almost frozen. And my fiance, like, I've been having a rough kind of go of it for the last couple of weeks. You know how it's going.
Yeah.
And I was like, got home from work and I just like fell down in my bed in the dark and was just laying there. And she came up, she's like, listen, I need you to come and have a drink with me right now before you go on your show because you need to do something. And so she forced me to start drinking early. I'm off tomorrow because my good friend Dan Smots is coming into town. We're going to spend the day together doing some new video stuff for a promo for this here show. So that'll be fun. Nice. And something that they might let me promote as an actual Google ad because the ad that we made together before had some kind of election something or other, and Google won't let me run it as an ad. So that's the one that I use for the after hours intro now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dan and I are going to do like some actual in-person recording for a nice new Break the Cycle promo. And he's going to the Dave Chappelle screening in Des Moines tomorrow. So he'll be here all day and hanging out with me. We'll go to lunch and all that stuff. And then I'm going to do a show with him in person in here in my basement tomorrow night. So, but
nice. Yeah. I got to meet Dan in person one time at Pork Fest.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
He's a good dude. Yeah. And super talented.
Yeah,
really talented.
And I've met him in person too. I met him at the national convention last year in Orlando. He was there filming because he was like Spike Cohen's like camera and media guy. And I know he had done some stuff with Vermin for a while too. You know how he is. He'll do whatever as long as they pay him. He also was, working on the Jorgensen campaign for a while and then came out and said, yes, I did work for them. No, I did not vote for her.
Based. That was like, you see that Dave Rubin interview
Oh yeah.
God.
Would you vote for me, Dave? He's like, well, Joe.
Actually, I'm gonna vote for Trump.
Like, holy shit, dude! My God.
She still hasn't recovered. That's why we haven't seen her.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's funny because I had been working with the party. I've been working with the National Party for 4 years before she ran for president. No, probably longer than that. 6 years. Before she ran for president in the party, and I had never seen her around any party functions.
Wow. I said maybe because I'm new to this shit, like maybe she snuck under the radar and I don't know who she is. Because I sort of knew who Hornberger was. I've heard his name mentioned before.
Sure.
And I think I maybe even seen a speech, but I'm like, I've never seen this lady. So you're actually in the LNC and you're like, who is this?
Yeah, well, I knew who Joe Jorgensen was because I studied a lot of the party history because I wanted to know more about it. And so I knew that she was Harry Brown's vice presidential nominee and ran with him in 2000 as the vice presidential candidate. And I had seen one speech by her, and it was just as boring as she was in 2020. I mean,
Wow.
she was using the same fucking lines, dude. That whole government is a phone sex operator, baby.
Taxation is theft.
Yeah, it's like it was the same thing. I just want to make America one big Sweden, armed and neutral. And it's like, dude, seriously, nobody cares what you have to say. Like,
not in 2020. Actually, let me just put a quick segue. I just did a design for Harry Brown's 2000 presidential run for the Mises Caucus. So that's
nice.
up on their website now, and you can go check that out. And I'm reworking some of their stuff and doing some more designs for them. So that's been pretty cool. But yeah, her messaging was obviously it was dated and it wasn't brave. It was what the Libertarian Party is. Milquetoast.
Yeah.
It was reason. It was Kate. Well, it was better than Cato.
It was better than reason sometimes too. And she made a statement here or there about the COVID tyranny, but it wasn't. I mean, she should have ran her whole fucking campaign on the COVID tyranny. I mean, you know what I mean? There wasn't a better issue in my opinion.
Well, we had to be anti-racist though. So
yeah, because that really fucking matters right now. Oh my God. I guess hey, listen, our director of transportation, he's worried about the racist roads right now. So
because they're black.
No, dude, he fucking could you? So apparently all the roads in New York were designed with race in mind, is what he said.
Is that why they suck?
Yeah, he said that they made bridges too short for black kid and Puerto Rican kid buses to make it to the beach or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? What is it even? Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Listen. Poor kid buses are just as short as white kid buses. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, the buses that these people on are real fucking short.
Dude, and it blows my mind, man. Hey, Julie wants to know if you have patches so we can start working on a jacket for Tato, by the way.
Who's Tato?
That's Mateo. We call him Tato.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Patches. I looked it up. I haven't seen anything like embroidered patches.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything like on print on demand stuff. So, but I'm going to keep looking because that was something that I was looking for like way back, probably before I even started working for you.
Yeah, well,
didn't find anything suitable.
I bought him a little like his own little bomber jacket, like a little aviation jacket. It's the green one, so people call him a white nationalist from birth. So it'd be nice. And we want to put patches on it and stuff, so we figured it'd be cool if we started with some Toplobsta patches. But we get it; that's okay. We'll survive.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do it for you guys. Screw you guys. No, I can send you the file. If I send you the file, you can probably actually get it done like locally.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. We'd rather support you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, those would kill. I have to look that up again. I've just been like, oh, look at this. Jose's in the chat. Show Pitts, Jose.
Don't talk to him unless he super chats, dude. You know?
Yeah, throw some cash down, Jose.
Throw some super chats, dude. My super chat economy has died, bro.
Yeah,
bad,
man,
real bad.
The kind of slide that a lot of shows have taken, and the people being banned. I think Sky Daddy got banned today. Rest in peace again, Fat Dave. Who else got banned? Reed Coverdale. There's another what do they call that the last time? Like but when they just went through and just banned everybody.
I don't remember.
Like an apocalypse. Yeah, it was like a Twitter apocalypse. Yeah, I was just saying too, like it's going to be so much worse next year, right? Like right before the midterms, people are going to be going down left and right because we don't know how to control ourselves. I'm going to be saying wild shit, and they're going to have zero tolerance for what's going on.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I'll be exclusively on Odyssey before you know it, I'm sure. And I got like 300 followers over there, dude. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like completely different than what we got over here, but.
They're building.
That reminds me. Let's talk about the issue of today, dude. The Rittenhouse drama.
I didn't catch it. So today I've been. You see that I'm not in my usual spot. I don't have a green screen. So you didn't ask. This has cinnamon in it too. So I was supposed to send this out to the homies and stuff, but like you, I've been having a rough go at it. So I made myself some coquito, and it's like a coconut and It's like eggnog, basically, but it has 151 in it.
Oh, shit.
And so we're doing it, dude.
Of course.
This is some good shit.
Of course. Yeah. We both been having a rough time. I could tell when I talked to you because you were like pretty down. And then I got the fucking this job shit impending. But now because they've blocked it, like we have like a temporary stay. So we don't have to worry about it for now. But it's probably going to come back. And the whole thing's just, what's up, Forrest Mommy? Thanks for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. It's been rough. You know, I'm like worried about my fucking job, and you know, I got 7 kids, and you know, I'm not going to get the vaccine, no matter how far they push us. Like we're not, our family's not getting it. We're not gonna fucking put it in our bodies, and so if that means losing my job, then that means losing my job. So we have to legitimately brainstorm other ways to survive, because we're not, you know, my other options up here for a job are like Microsoft and Facebook, and then they're opening a new Apple data center, but it's like 2 years out. And it's
those are the guys who need the vaccine.
like these are the people that are like pushing it in the mainstream media, on social media. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's sad that I work in data centers. That's what I do, and I'm a critical facilities engineer, and I oversee all the support equipment that keeps these data centers running, 24/7. And I'm not getting the vaccine. Like I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Like I've had COVID. My family's had COVID. Everybody I work with has had COVID. Like we all survived. None of us even went to the doctor for it. You know what I mean? Like, and so why would I go and get this vaccine and you know, raise my chances of getting myocarditis or pericarditis or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, why would I increase my chances of having some other issue when I know I can survive COVID?
You know, Drew Hancock here in the chat said he's personally not a fan of myocarditis, and neither am I. I got to agree.
Yeah, it's not it's not something that I don't think we're supposed to be fans of, your heart swelling. You know what I mean?
It's actually not that great.
From what I understand, you need your heart to survive.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. It worked out for the Grinch at the end of that story, but in real life, it's a little different.
yeah. The Grinch's heart swells 6 times. It's like, that's pericarditis, man. It's not a good thing, buddy.
What do you think?
Grinch is on his way to the ER right now.
You think he would have got like the Johnson & Johnson just to be done with it because he doesn't like people, or do you think he went like the Pfizer?
Oof, I think he went Moderna because it was like the underdog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I don't know. Maybe we should put out a poll. Which vaccine did he take?
Which vaccine did the Grinch take? Holy shit!
I got to tell you, man. You a little bit in the pre-chat, like I've been kind of down too because obviously a lot of crazy shit going on with my house. So it looks like we're gonna have to buy that house as a second property, and I'm gonna have to stay in New York and work. So maybe split my time, and it's things are weird, but that's what it's looking like right now.
Yeah, I don't understand can you get into that at all? What's going on there?
There's a but it's really just like it's better that I split my time until I can split. So, but that's to be seen. So,
you're having
of right now,
you're having some internet issues, buddy. I don't know what's going on over there.
I'm in a new place,
cutting in and out, bud.
I'm sorry. This isn't even house. It's like internet they have here. It's like a little fucked up. But yeah, man, the last month since got to meet you, things have been really fucking strange. My dad was in the hospital for COVID,
right?
But he's 66 and he got it pretty bad, but he recovered. He's recovering now. He had some damage to his lungs, so like that was weird, and the whole process of everything that's been going on has just been so drawn out and fucking crazy. Looking forward to like life kind of like easing and normalizing out a little bit. So, keep your fingers crossed.
Your dad, you got older siblings or something? Your dad's like 10 years older than my mom, bro. And I think I'm older than you, right?
Yeah, you're like 38, 39.
Yeah, almost 39.
Yeah. I'm 33, so my dad is, they had me when they were older, and I'm the only one.
Oh, wow. You're an only child.
I'm such an asshole.
You're a lovable asshole though. There's a distinction. I once had my good friend Josh and his wife, or I don't know if they're married or not, Lainey, on, who were big supporters of the show, and actually are part of the reason I was able to get such a nice camera. And they had this whole write up on their blog site that was like delineated between type 1 and type 2 assholes. And you're a type 2 asshole. You're a lovable asshole.
It's like a Thomas Sowell thing, right? I guess they stole part of that from him, like type 1 discrimination, type 2 discrimination, that kind of deal.
Maybe, I don't know, dude, but there's definitely two different kinds of assholes. There's lovable assholes, and there's assholes who don't care about anybody. You know what I mean?
Lainey and Josh at Soul Repairs. I
Soul
remember
Repairs.
them.
Yep.
Yes, they're great people, man.
Lane, I think it's just Lane and Josh.
Lane.
But Josh is Joshua Smith. He's my name twin. So if you ever watch the credits to the show, I actually give a shout out to Josh Smith, my name twin, at the end. So.
It's actually just a shout out to himself, but that's
no, it literally says my name twin in there, and he's actually one of the reasons I was able to do the show, man. Like when I was first getting ready to do the show, I was like trying to figure out all the equipment I needed, and dude just threw he threw $1,000 donation at us, and that's how I was able to get the camera and a few other things for the show. So. Really fucking cool, that guy, man, and I appreciate him to death. He's a really good dude, man. So
that's so dope, man. It makes me think like there's been like a little people online about the Free State Project, and then like Texas or Florida or Montana, Wyoming, and places like that. And haters are like they're aggressive with like recruitment.
Oh yeah,
and I get it, and. One of my holdouts with the Free State, I love everything they're doing. One of my holdouts has always been like family. But you're talking about that guy, Josh Smith. I don't even know your relationship with him, but the guy just drops $1,000 to help you start a podcast.
Yeah,
and it's like that's super important. It's something that I have to when I'm talking about like the Free State Project. Then maybe in the future I'll be moving up to New Hampshire. I don't know.
Yeah, that's I told Julia today that if this secession thing goes through for New Hampshire, we're out of here. We're leaving. We're going to New Hampshire for sure.
Hell yeah. I mean, listen, if they take your job and they're going to do all this dumb shit, you might as well, man.
Yep.
What do you got to lose? And the people are great up there. It's cold, but you're already dealing with the cold.
It's not as cold as it is here, dude. It's warmer there than it is here in the winter. And for not as long either. Like we'll have like 3 months of like under 20 degree weather and like 2 months of like 0 or below. It's really rough, dude. It's bad here.
Yeah. Well, man, it would keep out the assholes, but like I just don't. So they're doing this to you have like a federal contract. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, so like almost every job can trace itself back to some kind of federal involvement. I mean, it's how it works. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I work in a data center, and there's a lot of data that goes through our facility, and a couple of those racks are at one point I think there was $1 billion federal government transaction that went through our building. Like, you know what I mean? Like they go through there, but we are not necessarily we're not a federal government contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they do use our data centers sometimes. So it's like, yeah, they're like, oh, well, we have people who work in a place that has sometimes some data come through it. That is, you know what I mean? So yeah. But if I go to Microsoft has an entire, basically one full data center just dedicated to government. You know what I mean? And then Facebook has got several NSA and what's the other ones? NSA, and there's another one too. They have a bunch of racks that are dedicated just to these government alphabet agencies. So it's like, where am I supposed to go? What data center am I supposed to work at? And nothing pays as much as data centers in the Midwest for what I do, facilities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not even close. I'd take a huge pay cut going back to like, and even then, I was a medical facilities director or a facilities manager. Like I would have to get vaccinated if I go to one of those places. What do I do? What the fuck do I do?
Doggy, let me tell you something, man. You're talking about like Facebook and Microsoft have some government contracts. If anybody listening thinks any of these stories that started in like a fucking garage and then they made into $1 billion company, okay. I got a bridge to sell you, man.
They sold their soul to the Antichrist. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. Zero.
Yeah, 100%. These are all like, in my opinion, these are all pseudo government agencies, like from Jeff Bezos to Bill Gates. I'm not even sure he knows how to code.
I don't think Elon is though.
100% Elon is, man.
I don't think so, man. He talks too much shit, dude.
Elon Musk is MK Ultra'd out, dude. Look at his eyes. Like he's great.
But he's autistic, dude. He's like legit, like diagnosed autistic. That's why he looks like that.
Also, if we're gonna have the discussion of like private company and like people that are like sovereign, Elon Musk took so much money from the Obama administration. True. I mean, it's just it's hard for me to differentiate like where they start and where they stop.
But he continually goes against. Like the edicts from I mean, he's still not requiring vax mandates at his plant California.
Is he still there? I thought he moved them.
He is moving, but I mean, you can't move a plant like that in 2 months, bro. I mean, you just can't do it. It's impossible. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's impossible.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a fucking giant fucking plant, dude. I knew so many people that worked at the Tesla plant there.
Well, let me throw you a curveball here. The Biden administration isn't requiring vaccinations, so
are you shocked?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that's the government, and Tesla's not requiring it either. So.
Yeah, but Elon is like legit, like loud about his opposition. You know what I mean? It's not like the Biden administration. It's like, you will all get this vaccine, and then quietly they're like behind doors, like, but you guys are okay. You don't have to get it. You know what I mean? Like that's not how Elon did it. Elon's like, I'm not going to require this for my people. Fuck off.
He seemed like a Fed to me when he started talking about environmentalism and Bitcoin. And then he started his pump and dump with Dogecoin. I'm like, come on, doggy, this is crazy.
Dude, McAfee did the same shit.
McAfee was... I'm not going to get on McAfee, but you already had Ryan Dawson on here.
I know. Listen, I'm not, I get it. McAfee had his faults. Maybe he was a pedophile. I don't know. Dawson surely seems to think so. I haven't seen like proof of it, but Dawson typically knows what he's talking about, so I'm not going to argue the fact. But I don't know, man. It's hard I feel like Elon literally wants to fuck off to Mars without people. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like he hates the government, and he literally. I mean, that whole like challenging the UN, right? To he's like, how much was it? Like they said $12 billion could end world hunger. He said, I'll give $12 billion right now if somebody from the UN can tell me, can give me a detailed breakdown of how this is going to end world hunger. And then they never even came back to him about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like the guy's pretty based.
Those are great tweets. But it's like when I see shit like that, I immediately think of Ted Cruz pushing Jack Dorsey, when they're deposed cold. And it's like, yeah. And then a whole lot of nothing happens. So I don't know. Listen, I like what he says. I don't fucking trust Elon Musk either, man. You know what I was thinking? Because I'm crazy. So I accidentally turned on Hamilton, the musical.
Oh, I'm fucking Disney. Sorry, dude. Damn, that sucks.
I know, but here we go. How many people? Only 22 people here. So I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the music because I like, I'm a musician and I kind of like that.
This is the most gayest admission you've ever given on this show.
It's the gayest shit ever. I enjoyed it. And
this just in, Toplobsta finally comes out of the closet. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Closet the whole time. So I thought it was good. I'll just preface it with that. But then I started thinking war and like early Americans, and these people were like about all this kind of stuff. And then I started thinking about it now, and there's no way to break free from the government in that fashion anymore. But like what if we went to what if they went to Mars and those people that were on Mars then wanted to break free from the government here? It would be like a it would be the same situation, but just like outer space shit. So maybe there's like maybe there's a it'd be kind of fun.
Can we ask
the next American Revolution?
What other musicals have you enjoyed, buddy?
Of the Opera. I saw it twice.
Fan of the Opera's based, dude. If you don't like Phantom of the Opera, I mean, you can hate all musicals, but you have to still like Phantom of the Opera. It's based. It's dope. But what about the Greatest Showman? Did you like The Greatest Showman? My kids love that shit.
I didn't see it, but
good,
yeah, my cousin keeps talking shit about that, but I gotta watch it. That's a musical too.
Yeah, and the wokies hate it because it's centered around the circus. You know what I mean? They hate the circus.
Well, you know what? I hate the circus. Whatever.
Yeah, there's animals. They use animals in the circus, dude. They hate that shit.
What are you gonna? I mean, what I will say about Hamilton was I was like, I know the history, so I was like really critical, and I was watching for like the last part. Like, are they gonna mention his central bank status and what he did in the Treasury and all this? They did.
Did they really?
And they were actually fair about it. There's like a rap battle between. It's kind of dope, man, between Hamilton and I think Jefferson.
Sure.
And they're talking about like taxes in the South and the North take advantage and all this stuff. Like, so I was like, oh shit, they touch it. But I'm like, the people who are probably in the audience watching it are for whatever, Hamilton is talking about building up your national security or your like consolidating the nation like this. So for me, I'm rooting for like the King of England because I know how it ends, and I'm rooting for what the South is saying. I'm like, don't do it, man.
This is like for me because I know how it ends. I'm kind of rooting for the King of England. Holy shit!
Yeah, dude, keep going. You quit too soon. Ended up.
I need some more whiskey. You're killing me right now, dude. Wow. Yeah, I was, just me rooting for the King of England. Almighty Beach, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you. I haven't seen you around in a while, dude. I love you to death. I hope you're doing good.
Any thought on the media spinning the inflation as a good thing now that they know they can't magic wand it away? Yeah, I mean, but they'll say that about I was talking to somebody, and anything that's a tragedy, they'll be like, did you know that if your wife fucks another man, that's actually and then they'll post articles about this stuff. It's like, so yeah, it's not surprising that they're going to do
it's an inflated relationship. It's a good thing, bro. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
10
shit.
reasons why eating your dog is okay.
Sweetie. Julia Annalise just said, Josh, you just watched Gone with the Wind because the kids wanted to watch it the other night. No room to talk. That's actually false. That's actually false. I did not watch it at all. Not for 1 second. I did something else. I think I came and did my show. That's what happened. I started it for them, and then I came down and did my show with Pete and Andrew and Buck.
Wow, that's actually the most base thing you can do. It's either watch Gone with the Wind podcast with Pete and Buck and Andrew.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, they were watching my kids were upstairs watching a musical about the Civil War while I was talking to Pete. Pretty cool. Just saying. Yeah. Pretty based.
Man,
Julia says Rent is the best musical. I've never seen it.
I haven't seen that either. The Book of Mormon was fucking dope. I saw that live back when I could go to see stuff live. It's from the
like back before the governor told me I wasn't allowed to do anything anymore unless I took his fucking jab.
Back before apartheid,
medical apartheid.
Yeah, it was cool. It's the creators of South Park. They wrote that play.
Yeah.
And the music's pretty damn good. The story's hilarious. Yeah. I brought my wife to see it for our anniversary, and it's like they take some shot. If you're a Christian, they really take some on purpose. And she was like, "Where did you bring me?" But I'm like, "Nah, you don't get it." It's like
it's part of it. It's good. And they're have you ever seen Orgasmo?
Mm-mm.
So they've done some other movies like before they were famous, and Orgasmo is it's a movie about Mormon Bible, the Book of Mormon, door to door like Bible salesman or whatever, right? Yeah. Who ends up in porn. and it's fucking Trey Parker is the lead character. And
nice.
It's made by Trey and Matt. And if you haven't ever seen Orgasmo, dude, the shit is hilarious. They also did Troma did a bunch of other things, but they did a Cannibal the Musical, and it's a musical version of fuck. Why is my brain not working right now?
Like Hannibal Lecter?
No, of the people who did the Donner Pass trail, that went through the snow and shit, and then like ended up having to eat a bunch of people way back. Yeah,
that's the plane crash, is it?
Huh?
Is it the plane crash?
No, way before planes were even a thing, dude. So the Donner Party. It's part of history where they were well known. They had to eat a bunch of themselves to make it over Donner Pass through the snow and shit. And they did a musical about it. It's like super like brutal and but also hilarious and super cheesy and like.
I'm gonna do a musical of you in Iowa, dude. When you fucking die out there,
bro. I'm gonna die in the snow here. That's what's gonna happen. Or I'm gonna have a early heart attack because I have 7 kids. I don't know which one, but one of the two is gonna happen. Yeah, the Donner Party. That's what I said. That's what I said, bro. Okay. He said Cannibal the musical is the best musical. It is really fucking hilarious. You should. You know what?
Here's the best musical, and this is gonna be the gayest thing that I'll say here. Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
That's not gay. That's true. That's amazing.
That's amazing. I love that.
It's great.
Movie,
that's great stuff, dude.
Anybody who is gay?
Seen that is good.
Neil Patrick Harris. He's pretty gay.
He's very gay, but he's like cool gay though.
Like you? Like what do you?
No, not like I'm not cool gay. He's like cool gay. You know what I mean?
Oh, just like cool guy gay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Neil Patrick Harris is the shit, dude. I mean, anybody who could be that gay and play Barney on How I Met Your Mother for that long is obviously a pretty cool guy. You know what I mean?
All of his roles are specifically like womanizer roles, which is odd.
Yeah.
But
I think deep down inside, he's really a womanizer, you know?
Probably. It was dope too from Matt and Trey Parker, Basketball.
Basketball's great. Everything they've ever touched has been amazing. You can't dislike those guys, man.
Yeah, they're great. I wonder if you got to get them on.
The fact that no one has ever tried to cancel them is amazing.
Yeah, they're gonna do their shit anyway.
But here's the thing: what it proves is you can do anything as a cartoon, and no one will care.
Maybe we should do this podcast as specifically a cartoon.
Yeah, maybe I can start doing avatar like cartoon avatars of myself when I do the show from now on.
It's just a cartoon of Josh and Ryan Dawson, like, hey, you know what's up? What's up with the Jews? Anyway?
Jesus Christ.
It's fine.
He's not a real Jew hater, you know.
No, he's not. I think he's fair with his criticism. He doesn't like Zionists, and that's who does.
None of the homies like Zionism, dude. None of us.
Yeah, it does. What's going on? But I wanted you to tell me about the Rittenhouse thing because I haven't been paying attention. I know he's being pretty boring, but what's going on?
Okay, so the whole thing's just been a circus from the get-go, right? And I mean, the biggest problem is that nobody pays attention. I posted this on my Twitter earlier. No one pays attention whatsoever to the testimony or the evidence, eyewitnesses. I mean, nobody pays attention to that shit. Everybody's just waiting for a verdict and wants to hear what the news tells them, right? But the prosecution has been just absolutely fucking destroyed and slayed in this case. I mean, absolutely destroyed. They put Gage Grosskreutz on the stand today. The guy who got his...
That's the guy with the arm?
Yeah, guy who got his bicep lick... what did he call it? I don't know. Dissolved or whatever. Nice. So they put him up on the stand today, and his own... Like, the prosecution, like, examined him so hard that it just... I don't even know how to explain this. But, essentially, they said, hey, you had already pulled your gun, and we're pointing it on when he shot you, right? And he said, no, that's not what happened. And he said, well, you had your hands up and you were surrendering. Did he shoot you then? He said, well, no. So, well, then you pulled your gun and you can see in the picture that you have your gun pointed at him, right? Well, yeah. And then that's when he shot you, right? Correct. So you would say that you had your gun pointed at him already when he shot you? Correct. And you just see the prosecution just facepalm so hard. It's like, And I posted this on Twitter earlier. I'm sure that Rittenhouse is happy he didn't land center mass with that shot, because Gage Grosskreutz just became his number one witness. I mean,
wow,
the guy literally, the victim, the supposed victim of attempted murder, got on the stand and explained self-defense 100%.
Jesus, did they interview that the little pedophile that he shot?
No, he's dead, bro.
Oh, too bad. God damn. That was a setup, and that was just the fucking...
Perfect.
There you go. Thank you.
No, he got the dome shot. That kid got the dome shot, dude. And then the kid who
with a skateboard got shot in the chest, right?
Yeah, he got center mass, dude. Like right in the aorta, it was over. I mean, that guy dropped and died immediately. That one.
You know, sometimes I think I'm like, where am I at in life? And I think about how much money am I making, the skills I've acquired, what I can do. And then I see like a 16-year-old kid just like pull off headshot, center mass, and then blow someone's arm off and literally shoot no more than like 4 or 5 bullets that all landed. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, that guy's been playing. That kid's been playing a lot of Call of Duty, bro.
Hell, a crouch slide, quick no scope.
Yeah, there was a meme that came out when this shit first happened that was calling him Kyle of Duty, and I could not ever forget that for the rest of my life. I was like, that's always going to be who he is, Kyle of Duty, dude. That shit fucking had me laughing so hard. Oh, we got some super chats. Let's see. Oh, we got a super chat. What up, Chris Allen? Thanks, man, for the $5 super chat. He said just dropped in to say
from American Idol. Is that the guy?
Sure. He said just dropped in to say what's up. Hate the state. Watch Break the Cycle. Buy Toplobsta swag. Yes,
I agree.
That's what I'm
Very
talking
true.
about. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah. I actually have a design. I don't know if it's still up. It's Kyle Rittenhouse where he's in the kneeling position and he's shooting some shots, but it's just he's holding a Nerf gun. It's like little Nerf bullets.
Oh, I think I have seen that. I think it is still on there. I would have Rittenhouse on the show, but it's going to have to be after the trial. There's no way he's doing these shows before the trial, and then as soon as that trial's over, it's going to be a race to get him on shows so quick.
Good luck. Good luck getting him on the show. Yeah.
Libertarian Podcast Review. What's up, man? That's Tyler Yonke. Everyone go follow Libertarian Podcast Review. He said this case should never have been brought. If the DA didn't bring it, they would have a riot. This is how messed up the legal system is. Yep. And there's people threatening the judge and threatening to find jurors. Their jurors' pictures are out there. I mean, this is really what it's come down to. Like these fucking animals on the streets that will burn down your business are threatening you to find verdicts that they want. Like, fuck that, dude. No thanks.
And that's why, I mean, rest in peace, Pete Quinones' Twitter, because what he said on there got banned. He said basically that, like, people that are burning down the streets should be, you fill in the rest. I don't want to, get you in trouble. Or he said, not people, he said commies that are burning down the street. Yeah. And then I do have an issue with it because Twitter banned them because they said you're targeting bodily harm to people. But I don't think commies are people. So there's an argument to be made there. And Pete should be reinstated immediately. In my opinion.
He wasn't calling for real violence.
But I'm not going to speak for him, but yeah, I guess in Minecraft, whatever you want to say. Looks like you got another super chat here. What is this guy saying? Yeah,
that's the homie John Howe. What's up, buddy? How you doing? My buddy who was on the show last week, who was running against Ocasio-Cortez. He said,
oh shit! What's up, man?
He said that cross-exam in the trial was textbook perfect. He's a lawyer too, so. But he works in like CPS cases where children have been removed from homes. So
okay,
pretty crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, CPS is fucked up, man. I used to work with kids, and we have reported to CPS some stuff because, like, when you're working with kids for 8 hours a day and you see them all the time, you can see when weird stuff's going on. And I don't think there's one instance in which they have helped. I mean, I've seen some messed up stuff, like I'm not going to say the kid's name, but his dad would take out a knife and then put a wig on him and tell him to dance for him and shit like that. And the kid was telling us this. We reported it. Yeah, I know. And nothing happened. So
yeah, New York's a crazy fucking place for this kind of shit too, because I'm sure those systems are so fucking overloaded and overbooked, dude. Like I can only imagine, especially like the city, obviously,
Yeah. You make a phone call to someone and you could tell it's just some lady behind there. She's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
She's about to clock out, you know? Yeah. Actually, I would debate, which I don't know. It may happen. It may not. To debate Mark Claire on which is the worst liberal shithole, New York City or L.A. So.
Well, I think San Francisco's worse.
Okay.
I mean, worse than L.A. in my opinion.
Okay, and how about New York? I've never been to LA. I only see what's going on over there.
Right.
What do you think?
I think if that debate is to happen, it should be San Francisco and New York instead of LA. LA's bad, but San Francisco's just absolutely fucking horrendous, dude. It's so bad now.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody can legally steal $290 worth of your store's merchandise and then shit on your doorstep and then take off and not go to jail. You know what I mean?
But they have to be vaccinated, of course.
You have to have a vaccine, of course. Yeah, it's the only way. You can't get away with that without doing that. Let's see.
I think they're doing something. I mean, it's like similar in New York too. Like they're not enforcing anything with the MTA. Like people just jumping on, and I don't know. It's garbage shithole.
I mean,
but at least it's warm over there. Over here, it's like cold as shit. You got to deal with nonsense.
Well, San Francisco gets cold in the winter, but not like snow cold, but cold.
Yeah,
in the 30s. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Think of all the bullshit you got to deal with in LA, but then there's just pink snow on the floor mixed with garbage. It's which was
pink snow. Why is it pink?
I don't know. It's like the city uses some kind of special salt that turns the snow pink, so it's disgusting. And then it's like black and pink, and it's fucking disaster. Yeah. I'm beautiful over there in Iowa when it's like
our snow's just like white. You know what I mean?
Like normal shit. Yeah.
It's just white.
This snow is black, dude. It's black and then pink, and it might be yellow too in some places, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, our snow's white, like except for like right on the side of the roads because it turns a little black from like from them doing the plowing. But we have you watch if you drive just a little bit out of the city and you see like a cornfield that's all already bulldozed and the corn's gone, just like white as far as you can see, dude. It's beautiful, like absolutely gorgeous.
I'm sure. Man. Have you been in New York when it snows? There's nothing nice. Everything is fucking gross. You have all these people on top of you, and you're trying to figure out how to cross a street. I
haven't seen any of it, dude, but I can imagine it sucks. But you guys don't get near as much snow as we get either, though, right?
I don't know how much you get.
A lot.
Last year we got like we got like a foot of snow last year and one dropping. But
that's nothing.
I know, but when you have to,
I had to dig us like out of our back door here.
Yeah, I had to do that too, but if you ever go on I used to work on the tracks. I'm like maybe 50 feet in the air, shoveling off the rail so that the train can see the top because it snowed like 6 inches. It's just fucking terrible. It's inconvenient. It's like, hate it, man.
I like it.
Let's do this conversation. You're getting me like down with this book.
we get. Julia just said we get about 8 feet near Minnesota sometimes, and Minnesota is just about 2 hours away. So.
That's fucked up. Man.
Yeah, it's a lot of snow, dude. It is a lot of snow.
They shouldn't be legal. They should make a law.
There should be a law, dude. I told everyone if I ever become the governor of Iowa, I'm gonna outlaw under 30-degree weather. It's gonna be illegal.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I think
if you have the popular support, right?
Yeah, and if I can get the support from the federal government, we can just use their weather controllers. We'll be fine.
What you do is you just tax healthy. And then you'll figure it out after.
Exactly. We can't pass we can't read the bill till we pass it to see what's in it. You know what I mean? All right, man. We're getting close to the end of this thing, but let's talk about this vaccine mandate halt. So, Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has found the vaccine mandate to be unconstitutional, and so they have temporarily halted it. They are giving the federal government, I think, 14 days to send their response to the findings.
Less than that. Yeah,
is it less than 8
days?
So they have 8 days. Instead of talking about what response they're going to send, Joe Biden has said, "Don't listen to them. Just do what I say."
Yeah, I've heard rumblings that none of these mandates have any teeth anyway.
Right.
They're just things that he said, but people are falling in lockstep because they're terrified of the consequences.
Right.
So I wouldn't. This is all rhetoric, which is, it's kind of like to steer it back to steer it to Trump. A lot of people didn't like what he said, or like how he said things, but the rhetoric that he used to say things was often preventative enough, like where you didn't have to take government action. Like I don't know how people feel about the crisis at the border or whatever you want to call it, but if you have the president saying, "Yo, don't come here," less people will come, and now you have a disaster going on at the border when they're saying, "Okay, come." You know what I mean? So just people's rhetoric alone kind of does sway the nation, and that's, in my opinion, that's really the president's power. Besides that, like, what can they really do?
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to find a way, dude. They're going to find a way. It's the most black-pilling shit I've ever seen, because there's so many fucking stupid people in this country, that just they believe. I asked the guy for data today, and he linked an NPR fucking blog, dude, and he's like, this is proof that kids have a worse outcome with COVID than they will with the COVID vaccines. And I was like, dude, you just linked a fucking NPR article, dude. Seriously? With it references preprints, but doesn't even link the preprints. So there's no data whatsoever. It's all speculative garbage from one doctor, who worked in, like, I don't know, endocrinology or something. You know what I mean? And saying that, well, there is a possibility that it could have, long COVID could become a problem with kids. And it's like, but it's not. It's not becoming a problem with kids. And now you're telling me that it's important to get my 5 to 11-year-olds, which I have a few of them, you know what I mean, to get them vaccinated for a disease they've already had that they had no issues with. One of them had a cough for 13 hours. That was it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go put something in their body that's been around, been being tested for what, less than a year? No. Absolutely not.
Dude, my kids at this point can't even go to school because I stopped giving them, like, the regular vaccinations. Right. My son had a bad reaction to, I forget which one, like I think it was DTaP or something. He has, like, a lump on his leg, and I said, no more.
Yeah.
No more. We're done.
Well, we've gotten really lucky here in Iowa. They really strictly adhere to the religious exemption.
Nice.
All you have to do is go down and get it signed and turn it into the school, and they don't ask you for them anymore. Like, they don't even question it. Religious exemption is immediately accepted. That's it. And so we did that with kids here too on a bunch of stuff, because Julia's pretty anti-vaccine, like, in general.
Crunchy.
Yeah, I'm not like super anti-vaccine, but I have gotten a lot more skeptical after, like, actually reading over data that she's presented to me, which is something that I had never done before. You know what I mean? I'd never stopped and taken the time to read over the data from, like, the polio vaccine, and I just was always accepted it because my parents accepted it and their parents accepted it, and that's just how it goes.
Yeah, but man, every time I usually try to do my research with a lot of stuff, which is why I'm here right now, because like reading and stuff that I've done, but I follow my intuition. Sometimes we went to that doctor's office and they draw up the whatever vaccine. I feel like I'm just like rolling the dice, like we're going all in and this might turn out bad. And I just can't do it anymore. Not with the reaction that my son had with this thing. And it's just like,
well, Julia's like vaccine injured, like big time. Like she had like really bad health problems from, I don't remember if it was a flu vaccine or some vaccine she had to get for nursing when she was a CNA. Like they told her she had to go get this vaccine, and she had like years of health problems because of it. And then she did all these like natural protocols like they're talking about with COVID, and like healed herself. Like she did like chelation. She got her all of her mercury fillings removed. She did like all kinds of shit, like crazy shit. You know what I mean? Took ivermectin for a long time. Like Yeah, the
How
horse paste.
dare you,
She
Julia.
took the horse paste. Like, and I think she took it from like the fucking Tractor Supply too, dude. You know what I mean? And yeah, now she has a medical exemption for all her stuff. But she did like all this like herbal, organic, holistic stuff and got better.
Let me tell you. Let me just give a shout out to my friend because he does watch the show every so often. He's kind of like I'd call him a constitutional anarchist, but the guy works with me and he's like just super base. He's not a libertarian, but man, super base and just someone I look up to. And he he came through, he gave me like he gives me a lot of shit. Like one time he gave me an axe. He's like, just in case you need it to chop some heads or some shit. And he gave me some horse paste ivermectin not too long ago because he's just base looking out for people,
Sure.
Love that guy. He'll see it. But let me say one more thing. You said the religious exemption in Iowa that they're like no questions asked. They just
for school.
If you say it for schools, yeah. If anyone's keeping or in New York, I think in 2018 or early 2019, Bill de Blasio removed religious exemption completely from New York because there was like an outbreak in Williamsburg with the Jews about like with measles or something like that, or like mumps or whatever that, whatever fucking disease that was. And it's just like super convenient that he decided that like less than a year before COVID.
Sure. Well, they did the same thing in California too. I don't remember which House bill it was, but they removed the religious exemption and the medical exemption for kids going to school in California. And this was just a year or two ago too.
You know what else they did now that I'm thinking about it? I remember driving and seeing the signs for like the NYC public schools, and they were doing like these online public schooling. So you can have your kid enroll and do just online schooling. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that? And then COVID happens immediately after.
And everybody goes on to online public schooling, dude.
But they were setting up that infrastructure to even happen. So I'm not saying anything, but if you're keeping score, fucking pay attention.
Yeah.
Because it's too weird. Too weird. Yeah.
Well, man, we're getting to the end of this thing, brother. I appreciate you coming on. I love you to death, man. I'm glad that we're doing like semi-regular shows now. I think we've been trying to do this show for at least 2 weeks now.
Yeah, things have been weird, but we got it done.
Well, I was sick. I was very, very sick.
Yeah.
And something else happened too, but I don't remember. Some family shit. I've been dealing with the shit, dude. But I think I have the long COVID, dude.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
People were like kept hitting me up about long COVID, and I was like reading the symptoms today, and I was like, oh, that's what's fucking going on with me, dude. I'm like lethargic.
So what is it, like persistent, or does this ever go away?
It's like persistent headaches and body aches, and I'm fucking tired, like so tired, dude. Like I could hardly stay awake, bro. It's crazy.
Jeez.
So I think it's possible. I don't know. I know long COVID's a thing. Like I know that's a thing that happens to people. I don't think it happens as often as the news and Twitter makes it out to be, but I know it's possible. And it's possible with any virus that there's long-term effects. But yeah, I've just felt like shit for weeks and weeks and weeks, and ever since I, had the COVID. So I'm sure that's what it is, dude. You know what I mean?
My dad's the same way. He's kind of like, he gets tired pretty quick.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot better, but this is a guy who has a lot of energy. 66 years old, but he was a postal worker his whole life, and he's up all day long. And now they'll get kind of tired. So this is a fucked up virus that she made in the lab. So people, it's crazy, but it is what it is. They released it, and now they're trying to give you their medicine.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I've read about some protocols online for long COVID that they've talked about, which include ivermectin and some other things. And so I'll probably do some of those protocols just to see if they help. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see what happens, dude. I've already like upped the vitamin D and C and zinc intake, and taking the Podiarco, which is like a tree bark that has a bunch of quercetin in it, and so who knows? We'll see what happens.
Maybe look into a NAD drip. I think it's expensive, but
yeah, the monoclonal antibodies are really expensive too. But
I don't think you shouldn't take that now. That's for like when you have COVID.
I was reading some protocols said it could still help with the long term effects if you have some, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, dude. We'll see. Who knows? It could just be that I got cancer or something. You know what I mean?
That's better, right? Jesus Christ.
Who knows, dude? No, I'm serious. I've been thinking about it. I was like, fuck, dude, what if I got cancer, man? My 7 kids are going to miss me for sure.
You know what you'll do? This is the best thing you can do. And everyone listening, just go on MD and just type what ails you.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably figure out what's
you'll figure it out within 2 or 3 pages what you got, dude. And then take that to your doctor and tell your doctor that that's what you have. They love that shit. They love it.
They do.
Their favorite. Bro, where can people find you, support you, all that great stuff? Not like they don't know on the show, but
yeah, Toplobsta _ on you can support me. I have Patreon, and I'm doing some stuff there. .com. Yeah. Or just come to Break the Cycle and watch this shit every day or however often he does it. And then you can find out where to find me too.
Yeah. Come watch the show again, man. I don't know what happened. I think YouTube is throttling me at this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Susan Wojcicki, we got to go pay her a visit. Maybe.
These people have names and addresses, bro.
They do. That they do.
Well, thanks again for coming on, brother. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you in a minute for the members only show.
All right. Dope, man. Don't forget to break the cycle.
Damn, dude. He stole my tagline and everything. Oh. All right, bro. Later.
All
right, guys. Another awesome episode of Break the Cycle. Go follow Toplobsta. Give the man your money. You can get this great Lewis Link shirt that I'm wearing tonight. It's awesome. It's fucking really cool. Don't act like you know who Lewis Link is. Go Wikipedia him right now. Definitely go check him out at toplobsta.com. You know, the man, the myth, the legend, my good friend and partner on Break the Cycle. Where you can get all kinds of great Toplobsta gear very cheap by using BTC at checkout for a 10% discount, or joining the Patreon subscribe star, becoming a member of the YouTube channel under all my videos by hitting the join link. Sorry guys, I got a little buzz tonight and my head's not right, so I was a little out of my element tonight, I think. So hopefully the show was all right with you guys. Also go check out executive producers anthemplanning.com for all your emergency and crisis planning needs. Check them out today, see what they can do for your business, home, and personal life. They're doing a wonderful job that the government has historically sucked at, much cheaper and much more efficiently. Guys, coming up on the show tomorrow, I'm going to have Dan Smots in the studio right here next to me. We're going to be hanging out, telling all kinds of your mama jokes, probably. That's where we're going with that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm stoked to have him. We're going to be recording a new promo for Break the Cycle that hopefully Google will let me run as an ad. I don't have the list for Wednesday and Thursday done yet. I'll let you guys know tomorrow who I'm going to have on the show. But Friday, Tommy Salmons from the Libertarian Institute will be on. I'm very excited to have him on. Great guy. I will see you tomorrow for the show with Dan Smots. But until then, don't forget to break the cycle.
Due to legal reasons, I just have to explain. The lyrics of my last song may seem to contain a violent call to action in the verse and refrain, but I just meant it in Minecraft. The helicopter part was in reference to GTA 5 and the things you do. So when any violence you commit, I am not an excuse, because I just meant it in Minecraft. But Chipper is my friend and he's constantly cold. Accusations of incitement getting totally old. Make your own choices, yeah, you have control, because I just meant it in Minecraft. Obviously I would never advocate force, unless there's due process and a trial, of course. And if you're convicted, we will make you a corpse. In Minecraft, just in Minecraft. Nothing I mean, you know it. The product did is cause it closed for COVID.